swag of a prize fighter. The antithesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never pose. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Chris Eubank Jr. is considering appealing his loss to Liam Beefy Smith because he was hit with an illegal elbow. We're going to take a look at the elbow, and then we'll take a look at the information regarding the appeal, and then we'll discuss it in greater detail. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull up this video. As you can see, I'm going to mute this video because we don't need a sound. What you need to do is pay attention to Beefy's elbow, his left elbow, and watch it connect with Chris Eubank. And here it is. Bang. That's the elbow. There it is again. Throw them bows. We drop bows on them. Drop. We drop bows on them. You see that? He was definitely listening to Ludacris before the fight came. Let me ask you, Trill, does it look like he was trying to land that punch to you?
Nah, he wasn't trying to land the elbow punch. He was trying to throw the left hook. He turned with it. It wasn't done maliciously, and he came back. But shoot, won't he show the punch that got him over there, that right hand that got him over there? You know what I'm saying? And what about the right uppercut and the right hand after that, when he was, instead of putting his hands up, he had his hands low like he was Roy.
All right, bro. It's funny you say that, because if he doesn't want to show that, why don't we show that? Just to bring to life what you were saying and to give people the visual. So this is Trill saying, show what happened before that. So on Boxing Bros, that is what we are going to do. Trill, you want to describe what you're seeing for the people?
Yeah, let him know. So we got him over. He was already had him hurt. That remind me of Roy. Roy got up from
wanted to be Roy. So be careful what you ask for. All right, so what I will show you now is a tweet from Talk Sport. And Talk Sport tweeted this, and it says, Liam Smith brands Chris Eubank Jr. embarrassing with his team looking to appeal fight result. And so basically, Chris Eubank Jr., as I stated in the beginning, and his team are considering appealing the result of this fight due to the elbow. So, Bill, you can continue giving your reaction.
Listen, you got to take your wins. I mean, you got to take your losses like you take your wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happened. You lost. You know what I'm saying? You picked a rotten cherry. You thought that you was going to beat on Beefy. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't happen. You know, like, he was like, oh, he's going to be smaller. I'm bigger. I'm going to come on it. It didn't happen. The cherry you picked was rotten. Gave you a bad stomach ache. Took you out. You know? Beefy knew it, too.
He picked one of them poison berries. You remember when
and Beefy knew it too. He was so confident for this fight. He was like, I got his number. He called it. He said, I got his number. Instead of going through all this, I know you probably feel some embarrassment because you're looking, there's no embarrassment here. These are world-class fighters. The Smith brothers, they are fighters. They do this. He's been in there with better fighters than you. He's only been stopped by the pound for pound number one.
And he watches other fighters wrap their hands so that they don't cheat against his brothers.
You know? Now, like, this is, man, listen, I think he got your number again. Do the rematch. That's what you need. If you feel a certain way, you feel slighted, then that's what you ask for. I want the immediate rematch. I'm going to appeal this. You know what I'm saying? No. That boy was putting them paws on you that fight. Yeah, you had a couple of success when you did the jab, and you had some success. You was doing some, but when he hit you, like, we knew you was tagging him a little bit, but he was hitting you.
Whoa! I don't like the way that sounds, especially with this situation. He was tagging him a little bit.
He was scoring points. But Liam was hitting him, and when he was catching, he was hurting him. So listen, man, instead of take your just admit, say, listen, the better man win. All right, yeah, that was a shot that caught me. It was an elbow that, you know what I'm saying, it happens in boxing. It wasn't nothing malicious. But what stuff that happened before that led to you getting into that corner? And then that wasn't even the punch that took you out, you know? All I'm saying is, instead of appealing this, ask for the immediate rematch and then prove it. Prove it in the fight. That's all I'm saying. Don't take this away from Beefy. Don't take this victory away from him. You called him out. You picked this cherry, and the cherry, the rotten berries. That's what you said. Eating some rotten berries.
He picked the cherry and he made cherry coke. Now, look, here's the thing. Like, appeal it, right? Fine, whatever. But my thing is, how do you determine that the sole reason for Chris Eubank Jr. losing that fight was the result of that elbow? Yeah. And it wasn't like Liam's punch didn't look like he was throwing a hook. He does throw a hook, and if you throw a hook, you know that the elbow comes after. When you throw it, you want to get leverage, so you turn into it and you swing your arm, your elbow's locked. So if you look at it, in order for the elbow to land, he actually missed the left hook. And as he missed the left hook, Chris Eubank has to dip his head to get hit with the elbow. And that elbow is going to hurt because this man just put all the leverage in and just ripped his whole body across. And you missed and you got hit with the elbow. So that's a head to elbow. I'd argue that could potentially be just as damaging to Liam as it was to Chris. Imagine if you elbow Holyfield in the head. With that left hook, you hit Holyfield's head, and now you sitting there looking like this. You got to fight like this because your elbow is dislocated. So we got to flail up jab to try to do something with that hand. So it just seems like incidental contact. I don't see how you can make it seem like that was an intentional elbow. And even if it was, he made it look like he was throwing a hook so well. But if you throw hooks right, and you know how, and you throw hooks, even if you throw like a Better BF hook, because Better BF throws them kind of like this, your elbow's still coming.
And he was in the process of throwing the combination because you seen the right hand coming right after the left hook.
I think, the question should be, why are you giving away your height advantage by dipping like this? I think if you want to question anything, question your strategy going into that fight. Because the one thing I saw was after Liam Smith won that fight, he immediately went to his corner and started making fun of the whole Roy Jones style. Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to show you.
Yeah. He knew he was going to catch you eventually. Bro, I'm telling you, listen to me. I seen people try to do the shoulder roll. I see people try to do the Roy. Bro, you get smoked. You have to be athletically superior. Like, what I mean is, like, if you were fighting a middle school kid, you can do all that and feel great. Like, oh, you can't touch me with this, right? You find another man, grown man, is not a good idea. And even when Floyd got hit, and you see him put 2 hands up.
Yep.
He let that show. We put 2 hands up. And like I said before, when Roy lost his athleticism, when it started to leave him, everyone was catching him. He couldn't even win with that style. So Trill pointed it out. I gave the first few rounds to Chris Eubank, but he was exerting way too much energy than he needed to. Chris, I'm going to give you the blueprint. Take this fight again. Do this. I promise you, you win. I promise you. 1, don't dip like this again. Don't dip. Don't do any of this dipping. Don't do any of that. Stay tall. Tuck your chin. Fight behind a jab. Keep him with the jab. Occasionally hit him with a right hand. When he gets inside, hold him. Make the ref reset. And just beat him up with the jab again. And when you can, land the right hand. He gets inside, hold him. Here's another thing. Start to vary your jab. Tap him to the body with the jab a little bit. But when I say tap, I don't mean tap. I mean like hit him hard to the body with it. Hit him hard to the body with it. Go to the head with it. Vary it. Then try to get him to bite. Go into the body. Come over the top with the right hand. And when he comes in, hold him. You do that, I guarantee you got a better chance of winning. That's just technical boxing.
He ain't gonna do it.
All this extra stuff, trying to do this, trying to do all that. What the hell are you doing? All that, like, bro, we don't even care. Like, I don't know, because like at one point they were talking about Anthony Joshua, thinking about getting Roy. I don't know. In the UK, they must have loved Roy, and I know they love Prince Nassim. Yo, we don't care about that in America, bro. To us, you really, like, we call that giving us your chin. You want to get chinned when you do that in America. If someone fights like that in America, it's like, oh, you want to give me your chin? You want to give me your chin. That's how we look at that. Like, okay, keep giving me your chin. Keep serving it up. Because eventually I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Like, that's yo, we don't want to fight like that in America. Like, hell no. Like, yo, when Roy was doing it, like we said, it was fascinating because you're seeing something you never seen before. But again, look at Roy, look at his peak, look at what happened to him. Like, look at Roy, the prime of his career, and look at what happened to him as he aged. Look at what happened with Manny Pacquiao as he aged. Manny Pacquiao is the oldest man to ever be welterweight champion. Look at Bernard Hopkins, the history Bernard Hopkins made at his age, beating Jean Pascal and the Asian guy. I can't remember his name, but look at the victories that Bernard Hopkins had, right? At his age, in his late 40s, when Roy was finished, being technically sound, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Money Mayweather. Later on in his career, still dominating, really good fighters because of his technical skills. Even Arthur Beterbiev last night, technical, methodical, intelligent. Beterbiev wasn't in there. The hell you mean, cuz? How yo? Hey, Chris, you can blame a lot of things. That elbow, I'll admit, an elbow is illegal, but it has to be intentional. It looked like he was throwing a hook to me. And I understand boxing. I watch boxing. If you watch anyone throw a hook properly, the elbow comes with it and you turn with it. The torque, you turn with it. So it is possible to get hit by an elbow, especially when your defense is, I'm going to dip right into that.
No hands up. No hands up.
Exactly. Exactly. Why don't you ask yourself why your head was at the level of his elbow? And if that is smart boxing for someone who has the height advantage, ask yourself why you were on the ropes when you had the reach advantage. Why didn't you hold him or attempt to hold him at any point to reset and get back to the middle of the ring? Because you thought you could do this. That's what Beefy was laughing at. Beefy's like, I got this man in the corner. I have the advantage.
He's doing the chicken.
He's
He's doing the chicken. He's doing the chicken.
what the hell are you doing, cuz?
He really thought he was Roy.
He thought it was Roy. He thought it was the Matrix. I don't know what the hell he thought it was.
He thought he was Roy.
All you had to do was hold him or jab your way out. But you decided to go full Matrix. Hey, dog, you're going to have to take this one on the chin, man. You're going to have to get a rematch, and you're going to have to fight technically sound boxing. And if you go in there doing the same things, I'll take Beefy, please.
Yeah, you let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We got the boxing. Like, yeah, do the chicken.